Hey everybody, I hope you guys are having a blessed Sunday. I know that I am, especially after yesterday's Wreath Make workshops, and I just wanted to tune in and touch base with you a little bit on how blessed I'm feeling and how much I had the opportunity to learn from the workshops themselves. So I actually tried to do this video yesterday, and I don't know about you guys, but Facebook was acting weird and the video didn't work. So for those who tuned in yesterday, thanks. For those who didn't get to see it, that's why I wanted to share this message again, because I feel like this message is definitely a important one, and it's so interesting that the workshops yesterday really helped hone in these messages for me. Sorry, at the moment I have just been graced with the lovely kitty cat. Say hi, baby cat. Who wanted to snuggle up with me, especially since the kids are down for naps. So anyways, all right, so who would have ever thought that the Wreath Make workshops would actually teach me some life lessons? And they actually did. There's 3 things in particular that I walked away from just feeling so enlightened by that I wanted to make sure that I share with each of you all. So the first one is, you are worth it. And I mean that. Especially after the workshop yesterday, I had an amazing opportunity to meet over 20 individuals across the community, men and women alike, who came to enjoy some time for them, with each other, some fellowship, some therapeutic crafting. I don't know. It was just something beautiful and amazing happens when you realize that you are worth that time. You are worth taking time out of the crazy of life, and you are worth having the opportunity to breathe. And I was actually telling somebody yesterday, there's something really cool for me when I'm creating and crafting, that it's so tedious. I'm so focused on if I get the burlap flowing the right way, or if how it's gonna look, that I don't have the opportunity to think about anything else that stresses me out. So anyways, I share that to say, if you can find time in your day, or in your week or in your month, take some time, because you're worth it. Come to a wreath workshop. If wreath making isn't your thing, that's okay. Read a book, go see a movie, hang out with your friends, whatever it is. Just make time for you. Don't get lost in the hustle and bustle of life. Make time for you. Okay, the second life lesson that I learned yesterday, from just watching and experiencing and enjoying others that participated in our Wreath Make workshop, was that you are worthy. Okay, I said, so you're worth it. You're worth taking the time. You are worth taking the time to invest in you. You're worth it. And you are worthy. I say that, and what I mean is that just because maybe you haven't, goodness, look at this. This is what happens when the day after a Wreath Make workshop, you just throw the hair up and go. But there were a lot of people in the class who maybe have never done any crafting before. In fact, I started the classes by asking people to share where they thought that they kind of fell on the crafting spectrum from 1 to 10. 1 being, oh, I'm not sure if I've ever done this, I'm not sure if I'm any good at this, to 10, oh yeah, I'm an expert. I found it really interesting that in each class, whoever ranked themselves at the lowest end, meaning that they had never made anything before, maybe just 1 or 2, and were nervous, at the very end of it, they were among the individuals that actually finished first, and their wreaths were gorgeous. So as I observed that process, hang on real quick, time out. Eli, I'm doing a video. Okay. Can you say hi to the people at the video?
Hi.
Hi. Okay, what do you need to tell me? What's so important? Can it go on the video? No? Well, then you gotta wait till I'm done, okay? I'll be done in just a minute. You can sit here and wait. Gotta love parenting. And every time I do this video, hey, I can't talk to you right now. I gotta finish this. Well, I can't help you. You can go talk to Daddy, or you can wait for me, okay? I'm almost done. Every time I do these videos, every time, the kids are napping. Why? They're napping. Why is he up? Why is he up? Anyways, you are worthy. of taking a risk and trying something, because you never know in doing that if that might just be something you're amazing at. Why hold back? Don't hold back. Don't tell yourself, you're not able to accomplish something, that you're not done with things. Don't tell yourself that. Don't create the story for yourself until you take a stab at it. And who knows, you might just be absolutely amazing at it. You might run across something that is your new favorite thing to do. You just don't know. So you are worthy of taking the risk and trying, because you have the possibility of just doing something amazing. All right. The third thing that I learned yesterday at the workshops, hang tight. No, I am not done with this. You need to go to bed. This is actually goes straight in line with the third thing that I needed to say, because because I really think it's important, as I've learned so much from my kids, and I've learned so much from doing these videos, actually, where my kids just randomly show up, that perfection is not possible. Look, here I was trying to do a little video, share some messages with you guys when the kids were napping, to not have any distractions for once in a lifetime, and that was not the case. So perfection isn't possible. The only person who was perfect isn't, was sent here to show us, to save us. Everybody else, we're not perfect, but we are imperfectly perfect. And so let me take a second and explain what I mean by that. In life, I know I used to, before I had kids, I was a big believer that, there was a right way and a wrong way to do things. It was black or white. It was this way, and this is the way to get there. And in fact, I always wanted, give me the directions. I will accomplish it that way. I will do it. Why take all of these, sidebar conversations or roads to get to the end path if we know that there's a straight path to get there? The moment I had kids, I realized, yep, that's not possible. That's not even feasible. In fact, there are, as how many people in the world there are that many unique ways to accomplish the same thing. And guess what? In the accomplishing process, the end product can be just as beautiful. That it doesn't mean that there's one way to do it. At the workshops yesterday, it was I had fun watching how there are some people who are a lot like me that want things black and white, and when you're in the crafting world, the unfortunate reality is, gosh, what works for one may not work for another. So I share that it was, we may have all taken a different stab at how to accomplish something, but at the end result, everybody made something beautiful. And I feel like that's so reflective of life, that that we cannot reach perfection, but we can reach imperfect perfection. We may not make something the way someone else does, but that's okay, because we're still making, and the end product is going to be just as amazing. So I just really felt called to share with you guys those three things. One, you're worth it. So my challenge to you is, you're worth it. This month, take an hour out of your day, get a babysitter, do something, and go find time for you. You are worth it. If you want to come to Wreath Make Workshop next week, hey, got some spots. If not, that's totally fine. But you are worth it. Find time for you. You are worthy. Number two, you're worthy. Do not make the decision on if you're capable for yourself before you try something. Take a risk. Take a risk. Do something you've never done before. I have been doing a lot of things I've never done before here over the last few months, and it has been so fulfilling. Take the risk. You're worthy of it. And guess what? My bets are on you. My bets are you're going to do something pretty amazing from that. And number three, stop seeking perfection. In fact, instead, perfect imperfection, or imperfectly being perfect, that's what you should seek towards. God made us perfect in His likeness and in His image. He loves us, but what He loves most is how we are not perfect. We are imperfect, and we are learning through that imperfection. It is through the mistakes we make that we learn how to do better. There was someone at the workshop, I remember she had made a mistake in one of the foldings of the burlap, and she undid it all and redid it again. I stopped her. I'm like, I'm so proud of you. Because in the beginning, when you first start making the wreath, gosh, you get nervous if you're going to remember how to do this again. And so maybe you'd make an imperfection and you move along. I mean, it's no big deal. Again, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, you're still going to have something beautiful. But when I watched her undo and redo, that meant that she had started to master the skill. And this is somebody who wasn't even sure if they were, they were low on the creative spectrum as they judged themselves. So it just proves to me that, you can, it's through our imperfections that we learn so much more. So give yourself a break. Love on yourself, love who you are, and, embrace imperfection. All right, guys, Stephanie from Color Today Pretty Custom Wreaths is closing out now, but I really appreciate everybody that came this weekend and everybody that supports the work that I do, and I am just so proud of each and every one of you guys. I hope you have a blessed week ahead, and I'll see y'all soon.